anyway, I've seen these for as much as $10, and that's unbelievable that they've. I guess there are people in the world dumb enough to pay $10 for these. I went out and I looked around, and at the hardware store they had I can't remember. I've seen it at Harbor too, Harbor Freight. They'll have either an 8-pack or 10-pack of these for like $8 or $10. So these are like $1 a piece. That's what they should. No oh wait, do they come with batteries? I can't remember if they come with batteries or not. If they do, it's some weirdo Asian brand you've never heard of, and you know it's like ocean batteries or something. But and they never do seem to last very long. But anyway, I bought a whole bunch of these. I bought about 10 of them, and every cabinet in the rig, you know, I put one of these batteries, these little flashlights, and they work pretty good for what they do. But occasionally, because they're so cheap as hell, and of course on the side it says China, they'll just quit working, and you got to bang it and loosen it and try it, and it's not the battery and this and that. And anyway, it can be a hassle, but it's $1 flashlight, so they work pretty good. I like them better than this one. God, that thing's heavy, but I guess that's. It's made out of aluminum, you know, and like that. So anyway, back to the story about the LEDs. So I bought them, and then they are bright. They are bright, the one I had, and eventually I lost one, and like I told you, the other one I put the battery in backwards. And I'll give you a tip about these really bright flashlights. And like I said, this one says ultra fire to give you an idea how bright it is. Don't look into the light. You'll have spots in front of your eyes for quite some time. I won't tell you how I learned that, but I did learn it the hard way. Now what I like about this is that if it's lit and you set it down here, I don't know if you can see, but see how you can see light because they've sculpted the ring around the front of the flashlight, so light will shine out. And this is the way I like to park my lights, like this. Of course, you can park it like that too, if it will. The little handle here is not allowing it to do it too well. But a lot of people have a bad habit of parking it like that with the thing turned on. You're going to grab it, you're going to use it in just a second, so you don't turn it off, and it ends up you don't pick it up in a second. You're all done with your job, and you walk away, and there you just killed your battery. And so one good battery tool everybody should have. I don't know if they still sell them, but this is a battery tester from Radio Shack. Not much to it. It's an analog gauge, but it tests every kind of battery. Well, everyone except this one, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But the AA's fit into a slot in the very back of it. Then that's the AAA. The AA fits on top of that, and it reads. And this one here is totally dead. And then a C will go on top of there. This one's still got some juice. Boy, I was carrying this in my old RV for some years. I can't remember what. Oh, it's for a boombox I had, and it's still got power in it. And then you got your big C cell, and it does too. And let's not forget our D cells. You got two metal points down here, so you just put it. And I never can determine which. Oh, this one's totally dead. Oh no, it's not. That's actually good. Oh, another thing about rechargeable batteries. Rechargeables don't have the same voltage as regular batteries. Like this C cell, for instance, will have 1.5 volts. These little batteries have 1.2 volts. And I've only had trouble with that once in my old truck camper. I upgraded the mechanical furnace thermostat to a digital from Lowe's. And it had a battery backup to save the programming and the date and time. And it would not run on 1.2 volts. So I put lithium batteries in. And lithium, they last a long time. Some of them claim The hardware where I bought these, they actually carry lithiums, and the package claims 10 years in a smoke detector. And I've never timed it, but it could be. And lithium's a real good battery. So back to these. I just bought these, and I want to show you all the different features. Now, I showed you the 3 battery pack, and that works okay, but there's a battery, and that's this thing. This is a special battery. They just, well, I don't know if they just created it. And hey, it says UltraFire 2. This is a funny voltage. As you know, if you got 3 1.5 volt batteries, what do you got? Well, you got 4.5 volts. Well, this isn't quite 4.5 volts. It's 3.7, and this is a lithium battery. And I wanted to show you, it has a funny number on it, and it's right there. If you can read that. 18650. That's the accommodation. See, this one here is 6,800 milliamp hours. And you go on Amazon and you look at these batteries, there's some that only have 500 milliamp. And I can't remember what I paid for these. They're not a terrible amount of money. I think I paid $10 for 2 of these. And they have, this was a 2-pack, and there's a 4-pack, and you can get a 2-pack. But one bad thing about this, it requires a special charger. So if you're buying these for the first time on Amazon, there'll be vendors who will have 2 of these with a charger, or 4 of these with a charger. And so the first time I bought these, that's exactly what I did. I bought 2 chargers. I have one in my office upstairs, and I got one here in the rig so I can charge them on the field, on the road. Now, the 3-pack is fatter than this battery. So if you put this battery in there, it flops around. So they give you this plastic tube, and all it is shim. Now it don't flop around quite so much. And again, double check. Yep, got the right way. Oh, I tell you, I was going to say rule of thumb, but no, I mean it's law. It works each and every single time. On a battery, especially one like this, a single cell, the button is always positive. Always. Unless there's some weirdo battery out of Asia that I've never seen before. But even these ones I'm buying, and these are kind of weirdo batteries out of Asia, they're exactly the same. And the flat side is your negative. Now, whenever you go to put it into a device, whatever it is, even our little 3-pack right here, you notice the spring? The spring, too, is always negative. So, that's your ground. So you always put, take the right size battery, so you put that in there. And what I like to do whenever I put a battery in, just to make sure I get good contact, I just roll it. Just to roll it. How many times have you put some batteries in a flashlight, you turn it on and it comes on either dim or not on, so you got to take them out, you got to roll it around, you got to bang it a few times, and that's a bad connection. One thing I like to carry is a Scotch-Brite pad, and I got one in the RV, and so if they're giving you some crap, just shine it a little bit, a couple strokes, throw it in there, and there you go. Okay, so let's get down to, let me show you what this new light, what it does. And like I said, this thing is bright, and it's focusable. Can you see that? And when you go to, and if you notice when you focus it tight, notice, I don't know if you can see this or not. I tell you what, how about here? There. See? The light is square, not round. Isn't that strange? I don't know. There may be multiple light emitting elements, and they may be laid out in a square pattern, or maybe just one. I don't know. So anyway, so you can so you can make it big. Now, on the button, if you hit it once, real quick and real light, and of course I didn't do it right. There it goes. So you can do this. Now I'm not too sure what you would use this for signaling passing aircraft. I don't know. Then you hit it again. Then it does it slower. So maybe slow means go ahead and drop the bomb, and fast means no, get the hell out of here. They're hot on your trail. I don't know. But anyway, I hate the thing. I wish I could disable it because I never use those. But I use this focusing quite a bit. And like I said, boy, this thing is bright. Don't look into it. And these batteries, these flashlights, I can't remember if they were $10 each or both $10. And then earlier we were talking about this name Cree, and it turns out after I bought several of these lights for different vendors. I can't even remember which vendor. It came off Amazon, and for a long time, like I said, they all said Cree. I thought Cree was the manufacturer, but it turns out no. Cree makes this super bright LED module. That's what Cree makes. And so when these guys, so there's no manufacturer's name on here except maybe the Ultrafire. It did say, I can hardly read it, it's so tiny. It says the HWA lightning bolt WYS. So that may be the manufacturer's name or whatever. And Ultrafire is what they call this thing. And they're really nice flashlights. And they come with a nice little hand. And I like to use this. I like to put it in my wrist when I'm using my camera, so don't drop the damn thing down in there. I've dropped these down in there more than once. And thing comes apart. And here, let me give you a good view of this. It's aluminum, much like the Maglite, and but it's a lot lighter. And here they're trying to. Oh, this one is 2,000. So they say. See right here, they're telling you 2,000, and you cut it, and this and that, and what have you. Got this. See, it has a lens on it, and that's what makes it focusable. It's a lens like glasses have. Got nice. This is what they call knurled on the metal and the button. The last flashlights I bought, and it wasn't very long ago, I bought 4 of them, and every goddamn one, the switch was bad. And so I used to switch the back from my older light, which has a lot of miles on it. It's been beat up and wore out, and most of the paint's wore off it. And that worked for a while, but yeah, that aggravated me. I would have liked to return them, but I couldn't remember who to return them to. Of course, you know how it is with Amazon. A lot of times, something cheap like this, $10, the shipping will cost more than the thing. So just throw the damn thing away and go buy another one. So anyway. That's my flashlight presentation to you all, and it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of these around. And you got to have light when you're camping. You're walking to the, well, if you got an RV, I don't know how much walking to the park's bathroom you're going to do. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Happy trails.